Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Yahliel. In this incarnation, we are here in one more day of this planetary ascension. I am going to channel a message. Remember to only take what resonates and to leave the rest because it is a general channeling. And I am going to focus in messages to transcend an obstacle. So, this is something that you have been feeling for a while. For the people that will resonate with this, you are trying to move forward, but at this point you got to into a space where your mind is telling you that there is no way out, or there is no way to change certain things, or there is no way to move on from the sense of stagnation, because that is what you are feeling at this point. I think that you could be dealing with a lot of frustration or even anger, sadness, a lot of emotions in here. So the thing is that first of all, it is important to not believe everything that your mind is telling you, because that is creating this sense that you are not moving forward, but you have been moving, even though you have been moving with a lot of resistances, dealing with a lot of rejection in terms of what your reality is showing to you. But what happens, it is that you may be feeling also the restriction in certain areas of your life in which you would like certain things to be manifested. For some of you, this has to do with resources, with the way that you are generating resources, or with the way that you would like to co-create certain things in your experience in a very material way. I am talking about this. So you are getting to a point right now. I mean, it is like you got to the rock bottom, and right now you are starting to see the light. This is the moment in which something new is opening, and I think that this is linked with an opportunity. With something that you can actually implement in your reality. This is not going to bring like the immediate expansion, because what I am seeing it is that you have to develop this thing, investing your energy. I think it is very linked with a project, or perhaps it is an offering of someone else, but this is something that you have to develop with consistency. It is more focused in the long term. And I am seeing that you have a very tiny blockage to move forward into this experience, but it is not a blockage. Actually, it is like a situation that is making a cut, that is creating like a before and an after. And that is teaching you something very valuable about how to develop this project, or the things that you want to create with projects. This is linked with the things that you want to create in your reality with more maturity. I think you are going to learn something about that situation. This is something that I am seeing in an immediate future, or that you could be dealing with this right now. But the thing is that it is not like a great obstacle. It is not something that is preventing you from moving forward, or a big process of transformation. I am not seeing that. It is like a situation that is coming across. It is more like a resistance of yours that you have to transcend in order to move forward. Because, for example, let's suppose that you really want to develop a project, and you have to deal with social media, and you have to expose yourself. Let's put it this example. So the obstacle, it is about transcending that fear, or transcending the resistance to do that. You can apply this to other situations. Perhaps this is about dealing with someone, or with an external situation that it is causing certain rejection for you. So it is about doing that. But I am not seeing a long and heavy process. It is like an initial jump that you have to do in order to start to flow with this energy. I mean, this applies for what I was saying at the first part of this video, because you have been going through like an obstacle, a challenging situation in general. This is what I am feeling. That impacted in many areas of your life, in your emotional aspect, emotional body, and the way you have been dealing with reality. But right now you are connecting with another opportunity or another way of doing things. Perhaps this is something that you didn't consider, and I think that at times you are connecting with that, but you are perceiving that situation as something that it is not going to solve things. So you have the tendency to have the solution right now in front of you, but you are not seeing this as a solution. So you try to change reality from the same ways that you have been doing so, and that it is not working. So what I am seeing, it is that you have a new chance, or it is like the doors that are closing, or the ways that right now are being presented as a limitation. They are forcing you in a certain way to put the focus where you really need to do it right now. Even though this is not an uncomfortable, it is not a comfortable process, it is teaching you, or it is the way that life finds for you to put the focus in something that you are not seeing or not considering, or perhaps you are considering but you are not seeing this as a solution. So it is in order to uncover a new way, a new idea, a new, I think this is something new that is opening the way, so you don't have to move like you have been doing this. Because I am receiving that you are like trying to run in the mud, you know. It is like this kind of sensation. You are trying to move in a path where things are feeling very heavy, and it isn't working. So all of these things that aren't working are actually for you to reconsider something that is available there, because every time that we have an obstacle, it is for us to realize about something, perhaps that we are not in the right path, and perhaps that we have to implement or modify something. So in this case, it is about doing things in a different way, and this is what I am seeing. And how I said, I am not seeing that you are going to feel immediately, you know, all the expansion, all the, it is not about an instant materialization of things. I'm not going to lie, but you are going to feel a lot lighter within, which is beautiful, because you have gone through a tough process until this point. So feeling lighter, feeling incoherence, feeling inner peace, it is something. It is a beautiful state that will help you to move like flowing with this experience. And eventually, of course, things are opening up. I am seeing a process of changes. Perhaps this is for the next months, because I am seeing a path, a long path, or something that feels long, it with quotation marks. It doesn't mean that it is going to take years. I'm saying that this is something of weeks or months, where you are going to develop this thing, and you are going to deal with certain changes. You will have to adapt to certain changes, and there will come a moment where things are opening up, and finally something it is manifesting in a very expansive way. It is like you are receiving the blessing that you deserve, because you have been putting a lot of energy in this manifestation. So I am seeing something very, very beautiful, and I think that when you got to that point, you are going to see this moment as a tiny thing that that created yeah, perhaps a challenge and the sensation that you couldn't move, but you are going to see this as a moment that was necessary in order to get to that point. You will finally find the way, I think soon. But this is about a new thing that you have to implement, if not to change the direction or the way that you have been doing things. And mostly I am feeling this for projects, as I said. So I'm going to finish the video here. Thank you everyone. See you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.